God cares so much about us that He constantly provides for our needs even before they arise. Before the beginning of the crisis in Egypt, God not only provided 7 years of abundance, He also informed Pharaoh about the severe famine that would follow and inspired Joseph to save the surplus, adequately preparing for the crisis. Joseph recognized God before his brothers as someone who works in anticipation of our needs. But God sent me ahead of you to preserve for you a remnant and to save your lives by a great deliverance. Our needs and emergencies of today never take God by surprise or put Him off balance. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the wife of a family living in a foreign country had to renew her employment authorization. This authorization was issued by the government and would allow foreigners to work, but the renovation process took much longer than expected, and her current work authorization expired after a few months of waiting. Consequently, she was terminated from her job and the family's budget did not balance anymore. They constantly checked the status of her application, thinking that the work authorization would come in a few days, but the waiting period increased from 3 to 4 to 5 months and finally up to 9 months. Interestingly, exactly 7 months before she lost her job, many companies closed down due to COVID and dismissed employees, causing a record high unemployment rate. But she miraculously held on to her job, allowing the family to consolidate their emergency fund, even ignoring the challenge they would soon face. The eyes of all look to you, and you give them their food at the proper time. If you are experiencing a prosperous time now, take advantage of this opportunity. It may be that God is working in anticipation of something ahead. It was the work of God that made provision for this family even before their need arose, and they built up their emergency fund instead of spending carelessly. And it was that action that kept them afloat during the crisis that followed the time of abundance. This week, as we worship with our tithe and promise, regular and systematic offerings, let us show gratitude to the only one who has solutions for our unforeseen crisis. May we put our desires last and God first.